How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video here on the channel. And today I am joined by the one, the only, Ash himself. How's it going, bro?
YST! I'm pumped to be here, bro. It's going great, man. How are you?
I'm
It's
not
been a
keeping.
minute since we collabed.
It's been a long time. I think the last time was when we did the Meet the Creators series episode. So it's been a good 3 to 4
Oh my God,
months.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was a while. That was a while ago. Yeah, the one that I remember most recent. But you're probably right on that one. But we did the collab with Nub on the next champion
Oh
to be
no.
brought, the next IP to be brought into the game, like with Legend of Zelda and all that stuff. You know,
Yeah.
remember that was a fun one.
We need to revisit that. Do a part 2. I think that's
I
definitely
know.
overdue for sure.
Did you hear that in the sorry to hijack your the collab right out the gate here? But did you hear that the Raid developer said that was one of their favorite videos of all time to Nubs when he was there?
Let's just hope that it's not Barney that they chose out of all of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
they said
God.
that we gave them some real ideas that might actually happen. Yeah, and Barney was one of them. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Having a don't put it past them, man. They're adding a chicken to the game. Do you see the mythical chicken?
Oh yeah, I was on stream, right? And then it was hitting for like millions of damage, like hundreds of millions, right? And it was like the first time I think anyone kind of seen it. I was like, oh my gosh, what's this chicken doing? But they patched it since then. It was crazy.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so hey, maybe a big purple dinosaur might be next. You never know, man. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, in terms of this video, basically I started a series around, I would say around 11 months ago called Secret Weapons. And it was all about champions that was underrated or one of a kind in their abilities that they bring, or maybe just undervalued in certain areas. So we're bringing it back in 2024. And I thought it'd be really cool to bring you on because you're a huge advocate for Miss Morag herself. Now, I've seen the videos that you've done. You've always looked hyped about it. What is it about Morag that really struck your attention at first? Because the first time I've seen you talk about it was with Hades when he was like a bit underwhelmed about it and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even the blind squirrel gets a nut once in a while, YST. You know, if I say that every new champion is going to be awesome once in a while, I'm right? That's the move. But
Mhm.
jokes aside, Morag was I mean, I really loved her kit. First of all, I knew that there was no because I was doing one of those. I do this series where I'm like, okay, only X amount of champions have this particular ability that I really value in the game. And I was gonna do the AO. This is like years ago, but I was gonna do AOE strengthen, you know,
Mhm.
like on a 3-turn cooldown, right? And at that point, when I was prepping for that video, I recognized that no epic in the entire game
Mhm.
had an AOE strength, the big version of strengthen on a 3-turn cooldown. So then the first thing I noticed about her when she was released, even before like all the extra utility that she brings, was whoa, they added a big version of strengthen on a 3-turn cooldown.
Mhm.
Strengthen is like, I mean, I don't need to tell you, bro, but like strength is one of the most powerful buffs in the game. It's like just 25% damage mitigation straight up. It's very valuable, very good, you know, and you can see Achek, Hofferes, Prundar, all these epics are all 4-turn or a weak version,
Mhm.
except for Morag, you know. So that was the first thing that was like, ooh, they added a big version of strength, and that's really cool, right?
Mhm.
And then the ally attack, a bunch of people were automatic out the gate negative on her on that A3 because they're like, 2 allies, this sucks, you know? But it's like, nah, man. Ally attack is, I don't know how you feel, YST, but like, bro, I think that ally attack is like so freaking strong, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just like there's A1s in this game, the basic skills, the first abilities. I feel like over time they keep getting better and better and better and better. They do more things. You
Mhm.
know, I could point to just dozens and dozens of champions. A1s are incredibly good now in the game. So in a weird way, ally attack has been a benefit of that power creep because now you're getting more value out of ally attacks in general.
Mhm.
And in addition to that, even 2 allies joining on the A1 is extremely valuable in so many areas of the game. Fire Knight being like first and foremost an obvious one, right? Because heck, man, I mean, you can get like 7, 8, 9, depending on who's on the team, hits on that shield with that even 2 ally attack. And then you add on her damage and the versatility of the kit and defense base. She's tanky.
Mhm.
You know, those are the first things that kind of stood out at me. Like, wait a second here, this champ looks really solid. You know, I don't think she's the
Yeah.
best epic in the game, but she's really good. You know, what about you?
Yeah, no, so the first time that I actually seen it, I'm actually going to go off this very briefly. I'm going to take you back in time to the first time I heard about
Okay.
Morag.
Layback.
So we was doing something called the Clan Boss Clover
I
Draft
know
last year,
this.
right? And I
Yep.
was I was so hyped to my score. I was like, "There's no way I'm getting beaten now. 81 million, happy days." And then Mr. Ho Hades came through with this
After he
damage.
talked smack about her, he used her.
Yeah, so
and now he
88.9
loves her.
million damage and an epic team, and she absolutely whopped out 26 million. But it was the value of that strengthen buff that was very, very powerful. And I was like, damn, I have been sleeping on this epic champion. And ever since then, I actually made a new clan boss team. I wanted to test out the power of damage mitigation, right?
Yeah. I
Oh,
can't believe she outdam. Sorry, I'm just looking at the damage here. I can't.
oh, you can't see it
That's
there.
really
Yeah.
impressive. Yeah, it's really impressive.
Yeah, very, very good damage. But the main thing was the survivability for the
Yeah.
team. And what he did was actually bring all the champions to a certain defense level. And then he actually got more value from the strengthen instead of an increased defense buff. And that was the first time for me where I was
Ooh.
like, strengthen is a lot more powerful than maybe we thought from the start. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have it in their mind that, like, okay, when I need survivability, I need increased defense first and foremost. But in a lot of cases, to your point, strength will actually be better, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, ideally, you have both.
Yeah, and we're actually getting whooped in this Fire Night team. It was doing very, very well before we started recording.
Oh, it's always the way, bro.
But we
It's
got
always the
this.
way.
Ally
You
attacks are
know?
going to come through. And, you know, with someone like in a law or multi-hitters, I just brought in Whisper to make staff happy. But, yeah, not too bad
Dude,
hits.
I'm speaking of secret weapons, man.
Mhm.
I was so late to the Whisper bandwagon as well, man. She's a monster, huh? Can see
Yeah.
you have her +2 empowered as well. Congratulations.
Yeah, Whisper is very, very strong. And I think Morag and Whisper is the two champions in the game that I want a +4 the most in terms of epic empowerment. But yeah, just to simply break down a kit, guys, we actually got an ignoring of shield on that A1 on a 2-time hitter, which is very nice, you know? If you've got a lot of shields in arena, just go through there.
Mm-hmm.
We got that strengthen 3-turn cooldown, hits a lot harder than I expected, especially being a defense-based champion. We're getting our stats for survivability, but we're also pumping out that damage, which is great.
Do you know her multipliers offhand on that A2?
Oh, we could bring it up. 1 second.
Great.
So,
Sorry to put you on the spot there, but
so we've got A, if we just head down to the bottom.
so base defense is a little shy of 1,300, so it doesn't blow you away.
Yes, so we got
value,
we got a 1.8.
3.9.
Yeah,
okay,
we got a 1.8 here on the A1, but it is a 2-time hitter, which kind of makes up for it a bit. And then we got a 3.9 there on that A2 as well.
Really solid. Yeah, so when you put 3.9 defensive multiplier with her base defense YST, like, this is not, this is just quick off the top of my head, but that puts her to me in the category of a Hoskarul and a Grush the Mangler in terms of epic based damage dealers, right? Like,
Yeah.
AoE damage from a defense based epic. And those are two of the best in the game, So like, that's to me is pretty significant damage wise.
Yeah, 100%. And then, as you mentioned, with the ally attack as well, like, although it's only 2 random allies, it's still an ally attack feature. You can go through, and because she teams up with them, you're just getting more damage out of that A1. So, yeah, and the counter attack whilst under strengthen is sneaky as well. Like, in the clan boss, you're just going through some counters, and yeah, many ways to utilize that. But what I wanted to do today was actually go into the arena and maybe build a fun team and just take on some dudes. See how it goes.
Oh, cool, man. I've never done a collab like this. I like it. I like the free-flowing nature of it. It's cool. Okay. So this is your squad, huh? You got an Armans, a Grand Oak. Hey, Nubs told me how to say that dude's last name. Do you know how to say it?
A Padraig.
Okay. He told me I think he said it was Patrick.
Yeah, I think it stands for Patrick in
Irish. It stands for Patrick. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. So, okay, this is your squad here. I like this. I like this team, man.
We could change it as much as you want. Like, if you're
how fast are is your Armands?
My Armands is going.
Or your Grand Oak, I should say.
Grand Oak's going at 305.
Okay. And Armands is?
He's 306. So not crazy fast. Yeah.
Okay. And is anybody in Stone Skin or no? Is it all no Stone Skin team?
Rian the Conjurer's got the Stone Skin. Our cheeky epic reviver for today.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right, let's go through here. Let's see that maximum damage coming out from Morag against some tanky team.
I know, right? Going against a lot of Stone Skin. Man, you started big here. You got the and no removals, of course.
Oof. What should we do here? I should have
Well,
done it
you're
on the
screwed,
UDK.
right? Because
Yeah.
you can't do anything except for the A1 unless you want the strengthen, right? But you don't want the strengthen because you don't want to counterattack on Morton Macabre.
Oh, we're going for the Leorius. We're going to take the smack. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Ooh.
Oh, it's the block buffs. Oh, nice. I think the block buff stopped the
Okay, I was like, how
Leorius.
did you ignore the? I'm like, wait. There's no buff stripper there. Okay, the block got you.
Yeah, that was nice. I didn't expect that to happen.
That was
there.
really nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We're going to put the UDK to sleep. Oh, wait, do you know what we got? Thanks, Raid, by the way. Polymorph. Did you get yours yet?
Oh, yeah. My kiddo just didn't understand. He's like, what? They sent you a sheep, Dada? I'm like, it's a long story. Let's not get into it.
That's the first thing that my daughter did. She came into my room. She's like, oh, you got me a sheep. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, here you go.
Take it.
Seeing them. You got the socks too, though? You got the socks, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I should wear them or not. Like, I just like the little sticker that's on it with the 45 plus speed.
Me too. I was gonna put them on and take a picture on my community tab or whatever, and I was like, nah, dude, I need the sticker to stay on these things. Player sent us socks and a sheep, for those of you who don't know, and the socks. Ooh, nice job. Dude, was that Morag at the end?
That was Morag popping off that damage, 270,000. Let's go. The aim is we want to try to get through a few of these teams
Holy
here.
Matt. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, you want to try to get through all of them?
Not all of them. Maybe just some of the tougher ones or some that make sense. Let's see.
Well, they all freaking look tough to me.
Well, we got a warlord here, so we might have to counter it with a cheeky Yumiko. Let's see if we got a Yumiko going. Ooh, I love Ear.
What have you been doing a lot of Estrid?
I love Earstrade. Probably one of my most favorite champions in the game nowadays.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Do you ever build for a little bit of damage to use your on Hydra? Or
I don't. Do you know everyone tells me to do that, but when I was doing it on Nightmare, I didn't see the crazy damage personally. Like I've seen it in lower difficulties and stuff.
I haven't built her for damage either, so I can't speak. But I've seen like obviously videos and whatnot. But all right.
Oh, we're gonna get whooped here. We got locked out. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well. Yeah.
All right. Oh, they got the reset as well. Oh, yeah, guys. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh,
it happens. Hey, you know what? There's nothing lamer, YST, than watching a YouTuber go into the arena and like avoiding the tough teams in a video. You know, like I'd rather face the tough teams and lose than just go after the super easy ones. So I applaud you.
All right, we're doing this. Round 2. We got the stun. Let's go. We're not going to do any sheeps. Gonna lock them out. And we actually get the increased defense from Padraig, which is what I really like.
Yeah.
So let's go. Ally attack here. Let's take out this R-attack. Oh, we got some weak hits there. All right, let's get the weaken on now. So one of the main reasons for Miss Rian the Conjurer. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hands in the air like a roller coaster. Boom. Didn't even get to see the damage.
So do you actually use her as an arena nuker, or is it just for fun?
It's just for fun. Like, if we have a look at my defense, she's been in my defense squad for 6 months. Just saying.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, and I get a few wins, like a few victories. It's a bit of a meme team, but there must be some people out there that's like, damn, YST.
They underestimate.
They underestimated the Morag Bronzelock.
They wouldn't be the first. They wouldn't be the first. You know who another, are you in the fan club? I'm contractually obligated every collab I do to talk about Tagore. Are you in the Tagore fan club or no?
Tagore's the reviver, right? Epic dude.
Yes, you barely
Do you know what?
know him, man.
I was actually doing a guide for him on the website. I was actually updating him, and I was like, "Damn, this guy is very underrated."
Update that rating on there, YST.
What do you say? Take the rating down?
Update that rating. Update that. I think you have him a 3, man. That's sad, my man. I love that guy.
We're gonna go and revisit a few. Oh,
nice. But she deals some solid damage. There's no doubt about it.
All right, we're going to go through this last one here, go over some clan boss and talk about a bit of Cintranos as well, because I feel like for endgame players, that's probably one of the areas that's very powerful for Morag, because, you know, you're limited down to specific rarities and some floors you got limitations. And I believe it's S19, which is very, very tough to do without Morag, and everybody's using her. Oh, here we go. Boom! Sit down, Constantine. Avoid legendary who?
Nice.
Oh, he's got the Dutch. Uh-oh. She's going to be reviving.
Oh, Morag has something to say about that right now.
Yeah, she's got something to say. We're not going to...
No, we just want the death blow. There it is.
Boom! Sit down. That was just one of the hits there, guys. 260,000 damage. Yeah.
That was sweet, man. That was a good little showcase. What do you have? What's your build that you have her on right now?
Do you know what? Good you reminded me, because everyone's gonna be like, "Why is T? You didn't even show the
Yeah,
build
right.
today." We've gone with Lethal
Okay.
today, guys, which is available from completing the Astranics the Dark Fate coming up in the next
Dude, my fat
rotation.
head is blocking the stats. Let me get out of the way here.
Oh, there we go. Look, he's vanished. And we're going for defense around the board, crit damage on those gauntlets, defense on the boots as well, with defense absolutely everywhere. Crit
Bro, you got
damage.
defense flat stat on those boots there? Yeah.
Oh no, defense with the flat
Oh, my
stat
bad, my bad.
ascension, flat ascension. Yeah.
I got you.
And overall stats here. Don't worry, we can move you out of the way if you like. There we go. Look.
No, don't worry about it. I'm over here. I'm chilling. All right, I'm back.
There we go.
I'm back. Wow, whoa.
Can we do a high five? Look. We do it. Is that even possible?
Yeah, sure.
Boom.
Boom. There we go.
All right. So
all right.
6.3k
that's a solid build,
defense, 100% crit rate, 275% crit damage, and actually some high resistance here. And the reason for it is no reason, absolutely, because I just want it. Masteries.
I was waiting for the
Masteries have gone down to the Helm Smasher, of course, trying to deal some maximum damage, as well as that defense tree, trying to get a bit more counterattacks where we can. How would you build? How have you built yours?
Any +4 empowered? Did you get any +4s?
Oh, have I got any +4 empowers? I've got it on Doom Priest, Sylar, Frostbringer, and Farrakhan.
All right, you get Inquisitor and Whisper over there, though. Those are some beasts.
Yeah, loving the Whisper, man. But I kind of was like, when I did Whisper, right, I was like, I actually sacrificed all of my dupes. If I want a second one now, I don't have any.
Dude, it sucks, man. We had that call with Plarium like a year ago, it feels like, or whatever. It's probably only a few months ago. And to me, they were so vehement about never entertaining epic empowerment that, like, all the epics I was holding on to on my account, I'm like, all right, this is never going to happen. Trash. And then it happened, which is freaking amazing, by the way. Like, I'm so happy about it. But I'm also, I don't have that many dupes at all, right? Hey, I'll get them eventually. So anyway, I digress.
Yeah. But anyway, guys,
this stage, bro,
is this one here, I think. Yeah. So I'm not there yet, so we can't actually try it.
Teams.
Best teams. I'm sure it will be Morag, right?
It's going to be like quad Morags, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Morag. Absolutely everywhere in the endgame, guys. So not just a progression champion, but also carries all the way into these areas.
3 Morags on some teams. I remember last rotation, there was a team with 4 Morags. And I was like, bro. Yeah.
Like, is this even possible without Morag on this stage? Like, where's the damage coming from without her?
I hate this stage. I remember it. It's like you have Feign, right? Is that the only other option? Fod board is a debuffer, but that's about it. It's all Morag, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I guess last but not least, what I wanted to briefly go over is a team that I used to do, if we can bring it up. So I've actually got a video for this already on the channel, guys. I'll leave that in the description below, so we don't have to watch the whole thing. But the theory behind it was, off the back of that Clombus draft, was how long can I survive in the clan boss with the value of strengthen, ally protection, increased defense, and some decreased crit rate in there to alleviate those bad crits? And we actually before we get there, how many turns do you think we reached under these circumstances in a traditional team? No shields.
Based on the timeline that you were just moving around in the recording, I'll say 65 turns.
Okay. Well, if we just go through here, we got to...
Oh, man, my timeline was way off.
Yeah, so 95 turns on the clan boss. Now, the damage isn't significant. That's not what the team was based around. It was just showing you how much value that strengthen brings to the table. And without it, this team was dropping by the 60, like you just mentioned. So even if we just have a quick look at this damage here, I think we get the final smack. I think Morag was the one to drop first. Typical.
Oh, on our big spotlight. Do you think that Strengthen has power crept in a little way, in a little or big way, Ally Protect? Not just for clan boss, I just mean in general, because I don't look for Ally Protect as much as I used to. I find myself,
Yeah, I always
not to say that's not valuable, but
yeah. I feel like they're both very valuable in their own rights for sure. But the Strengthen is like, it's the reason why we use champions like Mithrala Lifebane, right? It's why she's so amazing, but she brings that shield as well, on top of that strengthen, as well as everything else in her kit. And without the strengthen in like a Hydra team, like when Raph smacks you with strengthen on, you're like, haha, do it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with that strengthen up, without it, you're like, damn, we just got...
Well, strengthen, increased defense, and to your point, all the shields and stuff, and passive mitigation is just like... 3, 4, 5 years ago. It's just like you needed ally protection to increase defense because that's all you were able to get. But now I feel like strength in a big way, at least for me, has replaced not the utility, but the necessity for ally protect in a lot of areas where I used to rely on it heavily, you know?
Yeah, 100%. And in terms of this team, guys, just so you can see a brief damage, like 21 million from Morag here, outperforming Riho with burns, and the Godzi Canary, who was built in good damage as well as Versov, one of the best HP damage dealers in this game. So really, really impressive damage for anyone trying to progress in that Demon Lord clan boss. Was there anywhere else we should try out, or I think that was everything, right?
Yeah, man. I think so. I think so. She's very versatile, excuse me. You can use her in quite a lot of areas, you know, even beyond that, especially because of her survivability. You can even use her in Ice Golem, etc. as well, you know.
Yeah, so overall, final thoughts for a secret weapon. Does she get a trash or pass? That's the whole reason for this series. She
Well, I
obviously
can
gets a
see
pass,
why.
right?
Obviously, right? You brought on a big fan, so yeah, she gets a big pass. I think she's an awesome epic. She really is. Definitely one of the more underrated ones out there because she still doesn't appear high on like tier lists, and she's definitely not the first name anybody's going to mention when you talk about the most powerful epics in the game. But you're right, she's unique, very versatile. You know, defense based. Like there's no, you know, I just really, you're right. She's great everywhere in the game for the most part, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And just to wrap off this episode as well, do you want to kind of give me a champion of who should make the series next? Like any underrated choices to go for the Secret Weapon series?
I mean, you need to get on the Tagore bandwagon, bro.
Okay.
But I already mentioned him, so I'll give you another one. How do you feel about, I feel like I go through these cycles where I talk about the same champion like everywhere, but how do you feel about Duden, the Runic? How do you feel about him?
I've not given him a fair shot, if I'm being completely honest.
Okay.
So
neither had I until like maybe a month or two ago or whatever. So I'm a recent convert to the Duden is underrated fan club, right? He's got like basically his utility revolves around, I mean, he has taunt, right? On a 3-turn cooldown, which is cool. But his utility, and he has a nice shield on his A2. But he has this great utility where he has a counterattack on a 3-turn cooldown for 2 turns on himself. And then he has a 60% chance to remove a debuff from all allies on his A1. So, you know, with the counterattack mixed in, he's really similar to a Doom Priest in terms of the cleansing that he can provide a team. But unlike a Doom Priest, like he lacks obviously a bit in the heals, but he brings a lot more with the taunt and the shield and whatnot to the table as well. So like he's a dude who, pun intended, I guess. He's a dude who I really and he has increased duration of all buffs by 1 turn as well, right?
Okay, that's nice. Yeah.
So I feel like he just brings a hell of a lot to the table, man. And yeah, that A1 is so good, really, you know.
Yeah.
That I really like him. So yeah, that's one shout out. Let me give you one more.
It's just giving me all of my episode series coming up, guys. Thank you, Ash.
I'm a massive fan of, you know who I like a lot is Ulfrig.
Do you know what? I need this guy for my Mikage fusion, and he's doing my nutting because I can never summon the guy.
He is. I was just using him this morning in Curse City, so maybe I have the recency bias in my head. But man, he's a sneaky good damage dealer. His kit's not gonna like it doesn't blow anybody away, and he looks so basic. But he has the turn meter filled, the increased attack. He's got the on that A2. It's a really solid amount of damage with the continuous heal on everybody with the buff steal, right? It's like I didn't expect him to be as good as he was. He's not like the best epic of the game or anything, but man, he's my damage carry and turn meter boost and doing a lot more to the team. So I really like him.
Amazing. We might try out Earfrig if we ever get him. Raid, please just send that over my way.
Sure, I picked the one epic you don't have in the faction. Lady Annabelle, do you like her? I love her.
Oh yeah, I just got a 5-star blessing for her recently. So
okay,
yeah,
she's a really really good support and debuffer with a decreased speed and the leech on the A2.
Yeah.
But yeah,
guys. On that note, thank you so much, Ash, for coming on the channel today. We will be heading over to his channel right now to do some cool collaborations on our I'd say the most impactful champions in 2024 for our account. So that'll be in the description below, guys, for you to come swing by. And anything you want to say here before we wrap up?
No, man, thanks so much for having me on. It's been a blast talking about Morag and various other raid topics, man. Let's do it again soon.
100%. We'll catch you guys in a video soon. Peace.